Hello friends, you are watching my YouTube channel Tolkesar Biology. In the previous lecture, we studied the embryonic development in dicot as well as in monocot seed. In today's lecture, we will going to study the fruit and seed development. The today's point is seed and fruit development. The very important thing is seed development. Seed is developed from the succulent ovule after fertilization. The seed is developed from the succulent ovule after fertilization, and fruit is developed from the ovary wall. The fruit is developed from the ovary wall. The main aim of reproduction is to produce the offsprings for the next generation, for the continuation of race, for the continuation of life. And in majority of the plant, in the higher plants, in the angiospermic plants, majority of the plant produces with the help of seed. Seed is nothing but the plant propagule which germinates into the next generation. Understood the development of seed? Seed is developed after fertilization from the ovule. The ovule is succulent, whether the seed is dry and hard. Ovary wall will develop into the fruit, and the fruit encloses the seed. Fruit encloses the seed in the true fruit. Understood? Now let us study the types of the seed. In seed, there are two coverings over the seed. The first covering is the testa and another one is the tegmen. Seed is protected inside these protective coverings. The outermost protective covering is hard, impermeable, which is called as the testa, and the inner to the testa there is a thin membranous protective covering. It is called as a tegmen. Testa and tegmen, both the coverings protect the seed. The only the difference is testa is the outermost hard covering and tegmen is the thinner membranous covering over the seed. Understood? And both these coverings are developed from the integuments of the ovule. Both these coverings were developed from the integuments of the ovule. Testa and tegmen, these are the protective coverings on the seed. According to the endospermic amount, or according to the food amount present in the endosperm, there are the two types of seeds. The first is endospermic. The first is endospermic, which is also called as albuminous. And the second one is non-endospermic. Non-endospermic, which is also called as X-albuminous. Now, what is endospermic seed and what is non-endospermic seed? Listen carefully. In some plants, the seed contains endosperm. As we have already studied, the endosperm is the nutritive tissue which nourishes the developing embryo. In some plants, endosperm is present even after the embryonic development, or embryo consumes the part of endosperm and endosperm is still remain in that seed. Such seeds are called as endospermic. The very well-known example is the coconut is there. Castor is there. In castor, in coconut, the seed is endospermic. Endospermic means the endosperm is present, or the food reserve in the endosperm is still present even after the embryonic development takes place. The endosperm is present. And non-endospermic means the endosperm is consumed by the embryo. Non-endospermic means the endosperm is consumed by the embryo during the embryonic development. After formation of seed, there is no endosperm or having very little amount of endosperm is present. In non-endospermic seed, the endosperm is completely consumed by the developing embryo. The example of non-endospermic seed is pea and bean, where in endospermic seed is coconut, castor. These are the endospermic. Understood? Endospermic seed, the endosperm is present or persist in the mature seed, and in the non-endospermic seed, the endosperm is consumed by the developing embryo. And in some non-endospermic seed, to nourish the embryo, the food reserve is present in the cotyledons. In pea as well as in the beans, the food is also present in the cotyledons, and cotyledons in such plants also acts as a primary photosynthetic organ. After germination, these cotyledons being green, they can photosynthesize this up to the some extent, up to the certain development of pea plant and in the beans. Understood? In the non-endospermic seed, the food is also present in the cotyledons of the seed, and in the mature seed, the testa contains a micropylar opening. In the mature seed, the testa, which is the hard covering, contains the micropylar opening, and within this micropylar opening, the oxygen as well as water get entry inside. When the seed is in the soaking condition, this micropylar through this micropylar end or through this micropylar opening, the water as well as oxygen enters and seed will germinate. Now, the significance of seed and fruit. What is the significance? What is the benefit of the production of seed and fruit to the plant? The very well known, the first significance, the seed is the propagule. Through the seed, the plant can reproduce, or through the seed, the plant can produce its next generation. This is the first advantage of the seed. And seed is dry. As the seed is dry, the fruits are eaten by the many predators, or the fruits are eaten by the many animals, many birds, and through the these birds are the migratory, and through the exit of these birds, the seeds are dispersed very long from the parent plant. So the seed is responsible for the seed dispersal, and wherever the seeds are dispersal, the plants are grown. And the next important, the fruit protects the seed. The significance of fruit protects the seed in the immature condition, and also helps in the dispersal of seed. The fruit and seed develops the specialized structures like hooks, like pappus calyx for the dispersal, and angiosperms are the conquest of land for as we said, the conquest of land. They are dominant over the earth because of such characters like having dormancy, having seed dispersal. They have acquired the many part of the land. The very important thing is the dormancy. The very important thing is the dormancy of the seed. Now, what is dormancy? Dormant means inactive, but still it is viable. Dormant means inactive but viable. The majority of the seeds are dormant because to tide over the unfavorable conditions, or the dormancy is needed or necessary for the seed dispersal to the greater part or the greater extent. Dormancy means it is the temporary inactive phase. Dormancy means it is the temporary inactive phase of seed. Whenever the favorable conditions occur, this dormancy breaks and the seed will germinate into the plantlet. Understood the dormancy? And the dormancy period is also necessary for the seed dispersal also. Dormancy means it is the temporary arrest, temporarily the metabolism of the seed is arrested, temporarily the growth of the seed is arrested. Understood the dormancy? Dormancy means it is the temporary inactivation or suppression of the metabolism of the seed. This dormancy is necessary to tide over or to avoid the unfavorable conditions, or to also necessary for the seed dispersal. Whenever the dormancy period is completed, the seed will germinate into the another plant. Thank you. जर तुम्हाला व्हिडिओ आवडला असेल तर नक्की लाईक करा आणि चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करा.